Hi, it's Mary Ng here on August 29th. I need to read something. It's like 14 pages. Warrenton Aging and Disability Protective Service Elder Abuse Community Complaint Report 7/05/2018. I'm going to skip a lot of the main details and move on to description of problem. Do not use names. Allegation sexual abuse 2 hour. R, meaning, I don't know, states that AP, which is, AP was flirting with AV that could become groping, being pinned down and held so AV couldn't move. AV was on top and AV could feel AP. AP said, "Don't worry, I don't have herpes." APS assigned to determine if AP sexually assaulted AV with AV's consent, which I found that language perplexing. How do you assault with consent? Okay, statement of allegation. AP, which is accused party, was flirting with AV, accused victim, then began groping. AP pinned down AV so that she couldn't move. AP was on top of AV so AV could feel AP. AP sexually assaulted AV without AV's consent. Sexual abuse including sexual content with a non-consenting adult or with an adult considered incapable of consenting to a sexual act. Consent for purposes of this definition means a voluntary agreement or concurrence of wills. Mere failure to object does not in and of itself constitute an expression of consent. Verbal or physical harassment of sexual nature, including but not limited to severe, threatening, pervasive, or inappropriate exposure of an adult to sexually explicit material or language, sexual exploitation of an adult. Any sexual contact between an employee of a facility and an adult residing in a facility, unless the two are spouses. Any sexual content that is achieved through force, trickery, threat, or coercion, or an act that constitutes a crime under Oregon Revised Statute 163.375, 163.405, 163.411, 163.415, 163.425, 163.427, 163.465, 163.467, or 163.525, except for incest due to marriage alone. Statement of witness knowledge. Case received 5/17/18 at 10:30 a.m. Initial contact with AV 5/17/18 at 11:40 a.m. Statement of R at time of referral 5/16/18 via email. That would be okay. AV pinched my arms to the bruising point. AP pinned me down and crushed my ribs with his or her is how they coded HH. Body weight. AP restricted my leg movement and forcefully rammed HH erection on my leg through his clothes. After telling me that he had a sexually transmitted disease, I was in great fear for my safety, including whether or not the accused party would rape, wear a condom, and if I could escape, whether I would be given sexually transmitted disease. I was not sure if the accused party would kill me if I did not comply with the assault. I made numerous verbal interactions to stop encroaching on my personal space. Statement of W1 via phone 5/17/18 at 10 a.m. AV called back in March reporting the incident but did not want to pursue charges and gave the report as information. Alleged victim stated to me that the alleged perpetrator sexually assaulted 6/30/17. Statement of AV in person 5/17/18 at 11:40 a.m. The assault happened the morning of 7/17 after a coffee event set up by my friend at a restaurant. I had been introduced to the accused party by a friend the month prior. We had gone to a party which I had no previous plans to go to. The party upset me, so I stood outside waiting for my friends. The accused party offered to walk me home. Then I had AP over for tea and to watch TV. My intention was to speak to AP about his romantic intentions for my friends. Most of the times that AP had seen me, I had my partner with me, so I thought that it was a very clear signal that I was unavailable romantically. The first time my partner talked to the accused party, he propositioned him sexually or indicated that he should have me and my partner sexually. I had met accused party back in May 2017. We had met through two mutual friends at a movie. The next time Accused Party asked me to be on his radio show, I was in the kitchen making tea and getting AP some tea, telling AP about my friend. I asked AP to show me a picture of his significant other. I thought this was a sign that his romantic intention towards me was clearly delusional or misplaced. I told Accused Party he looked like my sibling. At that point, I was sitting on the floor with my legs crossed. AP was sitting on a sofa and launches into a conversation about sleeping with me, but that he had a sexually transmitted disease. I thought to myself, I didn't offer that to you. I changed the subject by asking where he worked, and I remember trying to explain, no, I contradicted his sexual proposition by saying, don't you work for seniors and disabled? That was my intent. Slight detail, but then AP began to encroach on my physical space, including putting his arms around me as I sat sort of frozen and scared on the floor. I got up and moved to the different side of the room, and then I eventually moved to the other couch. The first time AP hugged me made me feel very uncomfortable. It was probably in late May. I don't like hugging strangers. When the gropey stuff started, Accused Party is like 6'6" and kind of like really long arms and legs, kind of like a person. Accused Party put his arms all the way around me like we were at a movie. But one of the moments I remember extremely clearly is me like this, brushing off his hand to get off my breasts without asking, without it being okay or cool for me. We were talking, we have a lot of mutual interest, and I told him about a relation that I had when my previous significant other attempted to kill me. Accused Party keeps putting his arms around me and trying to grope me. At this time I viewed Accused Party like a social worker, compassionate. As I'm telling the story, Accused Party pulls me down onto my long couch, pulling down sort of like to snuggle. I tell AP that I have an intimate partner. I keep repeating this to AP. I explain to AP that I find him physically threatening. Accused Party was pestering, groping on me, and grabbing on me. The moment that Accused Party did what I call the pin down or throw down, the way that I remember it is that the AP has got me with my arms pinching, and I remember looking the next day and there were being like faint bruises and that I didn't photograph them. I remember trying to kick my legs because I'm thinking that I need to kick Accused Party to get his groin off me. My legs were pinned under Accused Party's weight. Accused Party was putting his full weight on me and pressing his erection on my left thigh. I squirmed and realized that I could not get free, and the facial expression, he kinds of grunts, which I think I tried to show his face in the sinister, mean face. I was sitting there thinking, is Accused Party going to rape? Then I'm thinking, if he is going to rape, can I negotiate for a condom? And then can I escape if I do so? I remember Accused Party crushing a place on my ribs under my breast. Then he releases me. I remember standing up and telling Accused Party, but I trust you. I walk Accused Party home, and I basically tried to assure him that nothing happened, which was a lie for my safety. And more clearly, I'm putting this in parentheses, he was panicking, saying, what are we going to tell Brenda? What am I going to tell Kim? And I suggested, nothing happened, basically to help him think I'm just going to cover up for his crime. I saw Accused Party several days later, and he tried to duck out like he didn't want to be seen with me. Information regarding previous interactions with AP and friends. I emailed Accused Party's manager at his place of employment and requested an apology and an explanation for pinning me down. Accused Party responded by stating he takes full responsibility for his actions. The first time I told someone how severe the assault was October 1st. I told several other people at that time, and they believed me. There's one more thing that I would like to tell on camera. During the pin-down attack, I was struggling for what to do. My first instinct was to kick Accused Party in the groin. I had my lips pursed, and I moved my head towards AP and peck. I think he could see me grimacing and squirming. It was a coerced kiss. Stop there, and then read the next one on a separate video.